Have you ever been in a relationship where everything seemed perfect on paper, but something just felt off? Maybe you love each other deeply, but the spark feels dim. Or maybe desire feels more like a memory than a current. You're not fighting, but you're not thriving either. You scroll through social media, see other couples radiating affection, and you quietly wonder, is something wrong with us? You're not alone. And more importantly, you're not broken. In Come Together, Dr. Emily Nagoski flips the script on everything we thought we knew about sex, intimacy, and connection. This book is a beacon of hope for couples navigating the invisible tension between love and desire, closeness and distance, expectation and reality. Forget what Hollywood told you. Intimacy isn't about candlelit dinners, wild sex, or spontaneous passion that never fades. Intimacy, the real life-affirming kind, is about understanding your nervous system, building emotional safety, and practicing connection like it's a craft. This book doesn't hand you a list of sexy tricks. It hands you a mirror to see yourself and your partner more clearly. It gives you language for feelings you didn't know how to describe. And it offers science-backed, compassion-fueled tools to reconnect with the most important human experience, the one where two people come together. So buckle in. Whether you're partnered, single, curious, or healing, this summary will offer insights that could change the way you love forever. Introduction. At first glance, Come Together might sound like a book about sex, and it is. But it's also about something deeper and more universal. The emotional glue that holds relationships together when life gets messy, when bodies change, when the honeymoon phase fades, and when connection feels harder than it used to be. Dr. Emily Nagoski is no stranger to the world of intimacy research. With a PhD in health behavior, decades of experience as a sex educator, and global acclaim from her best-selling book Come As You Are, she has long been a voice of clarity in a space riddled with confusion, misinformation, and shame. With Come Together, she takes her message even further, not just to explain what sexual desire is, but to guide couples through the emotional and neurological landscape of long-term intimacy. What happens when a novelty wears off? What happens when stress, work, kids, or trauma start to dull the connection? How do you reignite closeness, not with tricks or gimmicks, but with real human understanding? This book is a compassionate science-meets-soul toolkit that addresses everything from how your brain responds to pleasure, to how society messes up our expectations of love, to how to recover when things go quiet between you and your partner. You'll find references to neuroscience, psychology, attachment theory, and real-life stories of couples who face breakdown and breakthrough. But what makes this book stand out is its heart. Nagoski doesn't just educate, she nurtures. She writes as if she's sitting next to you with a cup of tea, gently guiding you through the truths you need but might be afraid to face. She reminds us that relationships aren't static, they're dynamic, and that intimacy isn't a personality trait, it's a practice. If you've ever felt alone in your experience, Come Together is here to tell you you're normal, you're worthy, and you're capable of building the connection you crave. 1. Emotional safety is the bedrock of intimacy. Let's start with what might be the most underrated and misunderstood pillar of intimacy: emotional safety. We often think of sex and connection as being about technique, attraction, or effort. But Dr. Nagoski introduces something far more fundamental: the nervous system's need for safety. Before desire, before touch, before even affection, our brains are asking, am I safe here? This safety isn't just about physical harm, it's emotional. Do I feel respected? Can I be vulnerable without fear? Will I be accepted if I show my true self? Your brain is a survival machine. When it detects risk, emotional or physical, It prioritizes protection over pleasure. That means if you're feeling judged, stressed, rejected, or even just unseen, your body is too busy shielding you to access desire. And that's not dysfunction. That's intelligence. Dr. Nagoski outlines how small, everyday experiences chip away at safety. Criticism or withdrawal during conflict. Avoidance after an argument. Passive-aggressive comments. Feeling unappreciated or invisible. Unhealed past trauma or shame. But emotional safety isn't just lost. It can be rebuilt. Through what she calls micro-safety moments. Saying, I love you when it's not expected. Listening without fixing. Offering a warm, affectionate touch. Apologizing quickly and meaningfully. Understanding attachment and its impact. Nagoski also draws from attachment theory. If you grew up with unpredictable affection or rejection, your nervous system might resist closeness as a form of self-protection. Try this. When I'm quiet, I'm not shutting you out. I'm calming down. I need your patience, not pressure. Or, when you pull away, I feel scared. Can we sit together, even in silence? Pro tip. Once a day, reach for your partner's hand. Not to initiate anything, but simply to say, I'm here. I choose you. 2. The dual control model. Accelerators and brakes. Imagine your brain as a car. One foot's on the gas, responding to things that turn you on. The other is on the brake, responding to things that turn you off. This is the dual control model, and it changes everything. Some examples of accelerators: loving touch, emotional connection, privacy, playfulness, and some common brakes: stress, fatigue, shame, feeling rushed. Most desire problems don't come from a faulty accelerator. They come from a foot pressing too hard on the brakes. And these brakes can be external, like a messy room, screaming kids, or phone pings, or internal, like body image issues, anxiety, or self-doubt. Make 2 lists. What turns me on emotionally and physically? What shuts me down even slightly? Share those with your partner, not to fix anything, but to understand each other better. You're not broken. Your context might be. Fix the brakes, and desire can start flowing again. 3. Responsive versus spontaneous desire. We've been sold a lie that we're supposed to feel desire out of the blue. But most people, especially women, don't. Spontaneous desire is like hunger that shows up before the meal. Responsive desire is like discovering you're hungry after you've taken a bite. This is normal. And once you embrace it, you stop waiting to feel in the mood and start inviting intimacy in a gentler, more realistic way. Say yes to affectionate touch without pressure. Create a vibe: music, soft lights, warmth. Start with closeness, not expectations. Let desire awaken rather than arrive. Try this reframe. Instead of, do I want sex? Ask, do I want to start something warm, slow, and loving and see where it goes? 4. Pleasure is the measure. Let go of goals. Let go of pressure. Ask instead, did it feel good? We often turn intimacy into a performance. But Dr. Nagoski reminds us, pleasure is the only measure that matters. Pleasure means tuning into your body, slowing down, laughing, exploring. It's not just about sex. It's about connection, play, curiosity. Try this. Explore a pleasure map with your partner. Touch different parts of each other's body, non-sexual areas too, and rate what feels best. This can rekindle desire with 0 pressure and tons of fun. 5. Context is everything. Desire doesn't just depend on the person. It depends on the situation. Same person, same bed, totally different desire. Based on your stress, the time of day, your last interaction, your hormones, your energy levels, and even how you feel about your body that day. Create your best context. End the day with laughter, not screens. Light a candle in your room, even if you're not planning anything. Put on music that reminds you of when you first met. Schedule time where connection is the only goal. You could design better context, and desire will often follow. 6. Turning toward micro moments of connection. Desire starts with emotional presence. Dr. John Gottman's research shows that couples thrive when they consistently respond to each other's small bids for attention. A bid could be, "Look at this meme. Did you see the news?" A sigh, a glance. Turn toward these bids, not away. Respond. Smile. Touch. Say, "Tell me more." Try a daily ritual. Morning, 6-second kiss. Evening, "What was one good moment today?" Random. "I'm glad we're doing life together." Small deposits equals a rich emotional bank. That's where intimacy is born. 7. Talking about sex, i.e. foreplay. Couples often avoid talking about intimacy, fearing rejection, shame, or awkwardness. But the couples who thrive, they talk, not with blame, with curiosity. Try this. I want us to feel safe talking about what feels good and what doesn't. Let's learn each other. Use questions like, what's something new you want to try? What makes you feel most connected? What helps you relax and enjoy touch? You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest. 8. Burnout and self-care. Desire can't survive on empty. Stress is an intimacy killer. Full stop. If your brain is stuck in go-go-go mode, it won't let you relax enough to desire or enjoy connection. You have to complete the stress cycle to re-enter rest and desire. Ways to do this: movement, walk, dance, stretch, deep breathing, laughter, crying, creative expression. Affection, 20-second hugs work wonders. Try this nightly. Shake your body for 30 seconds to release stress. Then breathe deeply together. Let your body know it's safe now. And remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's what makes connection possible. 9. Real intimacy is a practice, not a destination. There's no finish line. Intimacy isn't something you achieve once and then keep forever. It's a daily decision. Some days you'll feel totally in sync. Other days, not at all. That's normal. Speech balloon repair matters more than perfection. Say, "I'm sorry. I want to reconnect." Say, "Can we start over?" And treat your relationship like a garden. Water it with kindness. Prune it with honest conversations. Let rest when needed. Celebrate its growth. Conclusion. If there's one truth that Come Together wants you to walk away with, it's this: you are not broken, and neither is your relationship. What you're experiencing isn't failure. It's being human. Life is messy. Love is dynamic. Desire is not a switch. It's a language, and most of us were never taught how to speak it. We live in a world that glorifies effortless love, spontaneous passion, and perfect connection. But what Emily Nagoski teaches us is far more real and far more powerful. That intimacy isn't magic. It's not about having the perfect partner or the perfect body. It's about showing up again and again with tenderness, honesty, and a willingness to learn. It's about holding space for discomfort, about choosing curiosity over criticism, about turning toward, even when it's easier to pull away. It's about remembering that love is not something that just happens to us. It's something we build. This book doesn't offer a one-size-fits-all formula. Instead, it offers you a mirror and a toolkit. It asks you to explore your own nervous system, your own pleasure, your own stories, and then to gently invite your partner into that exploration with you. So, if you've listened this far, let this moment be a turning point. Not a dramatic overhaul, just a gentle reset. Here's your invitation. Read the full book. Don't just take this summary's word for it. Immerse yourself in Nagoski's wisdom and stories. Highlight what moves you. Revisit what challenges you. Share this video with your partner, with a friend, with someone who might need to hear that they're not alone. Have a conversation, even if it's awkward, even if it's just a start. Connection lives on the other side of courage. Try one new ritual this week. It could be a 6-second kiss, a daily gratitude text, a longer hug, a check-in. One small act of intention can ripple into everything else. And above all, keep showing up for yourself, for your partner, for the life you're creating together. Because the truth is, you don't fall into lasting connection. You practice it. You nurture it with presence. You repair it with humility. You grow it with time. And the more you understand your brain, your body, and your bond, the more natural it becomes to come together in every sense of the word. We'd love to hear from you. What resonated most with you from this summary? What's one insight or ritual you're going to try? Drop a comment below. We read every one. If this summary brought you clarity or comfort, consider subscribing to our channel. We share the best insights from the world's most powerful books, because we believe that growth should be accessible, digestible, and empowering. This is AudioBookCAPS. Listen, learn, level up. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, stay connected, and above all, keep coming together.